last year when Johnny won the Bowling Green ring, it was pretty emotional for me. After his accident and what he overcome, to go out there and beat the best of the best and just in just grand fashion was a very proud moment for us as a team. So
winning the ring, it was like, am I really doing this? Because you don't see many people at a young age or ever win a ring, because it's like there's a bunch of people going out there to compete for it. So it's awesome.
But Johnny definitely overcame a lot to be where he's at today.
From the shop floor to the biggest stage in pooling, this is Behind the Hook.
Hey, we do it as a team. We lose as a team, we win as a team, right?
You don't ever count out Jesse Petro.
We'll see what that old workhorse has up his sleeve here.
Behind the Hook, Season 4. Stories from the National Tractor Pulling Championships.
My name is Johnny Payne. I'm from Shandon, Ohio.
Shandon has been my basically family's hometown since I can remember. Our families moved here in the 50s, I guess. Mine did. My grandparents lived right up the road. They had an excavating company. They had 12 kids, and then hers in the 70s. And I met my wife through my cousin. We've lived here our whole life.
So GMS focus was like diesel engines mostly. In the early 2000s, I went to work for a guy named Gene Sharber. It owned Gene's Machine Shop. Unfortunately, Gene passed away in 2008, and I bought the company at that time. Yeah, the focus was really just engine parts for tractor-bodied tractors, and no Hemis, no two-wheel drives, no modifieds, none of that stuff. Just the tractor classes. There's not many pieces in tractor pulling that go to Jegs or Walmart and pull off the shelf and buy, right? You have to pretty well make everything. The time that it takes to develop a piece from start to finish is months and years. It's a process over time.
Free time, we don't sit on the couch much. It's very seldom unless it's raining or cold. Even on Sunday, we get up and come to the shop. So Monday morning starts, we're usually here at 5:30, 6 o'clock in the morning. Every day is probably at least 12 hours. And that goes that way. Saturdays are usually a half a day of work and a half a day of play. And Sunday's kind of the same thing. We come in and work on pulling tractor stuff or catch up on the week ahead.
So me and one of my dad's employees do most of the maintaining work, and then Dad comes over and checks it all and makes sure it's all good. Then you can get to your pulling vehicle and you can maintain it and do all your maintenance.
They work together all day, every day, and they are kind of one and the same person. Johnny is our child that is mostly his father. He is very neat and orderly and wants things done a precise way.
There's a lot of conflict between us occasionally, and that's whether we're at work or we're at pulling. And sometimes it's like we're just butt heads, man. And Johnny says, why don't we just start over? Why don't we just stop, take a breath, and start over and do this again? And we reset, and then everything goes okay. And it's because we're the same kind of person.
Sometimes it can be a pain in the butt, and sometimes it's really good. But you get over it and you move forward and try your best the next time.
Working with Johnny and Brent, what is that like?
It's a real adventure. They will do whatever it takes, no matter how long it takes.
This is the office for the Gene's Machine Shop and Industrial Movers businesses. Right here is where Jesse Petro works at most of the time. He's kind of the office manager, so to speak. He handles the shipping, the orders, answers a lot of phone calls, deals with customers. This is the engineering desk, I guess you'd say. We do our computer drawing and programming, and we kind of measure parts and check things out and do a little bit of R&D in here. This is sleeve inventory and just different manufactured parts inventory and cylinder heads we have to work on and raw materials, and it's kind of where we stage sort of raw materials and jobs coming in. This is the machine area where Johnny works at sometimes I work here, and then we float guys in and out. Many of the front drive parts, aluminum billet pieces is kind of what we make over here, gear blanks in the lathe and such. This is the gear section. So we make spider gears in this machine, we make shafts over here. A lot of those back there are set up for shape cutting, straight tooth gears, timing gears, transmission gear, things like that. This is a a 5-inch Pro Stock tractor that's going to go out west to a customer. We're just kind of finishing up to a certain point for him, and then it'll be gone. We built the drive line and all the stuff in it, and just finishing some details, and it's going to go out the door. This is a new tractor we're building for a customer in Switzerland. We are going to get it to the same kind of place. It's going to just be a rolling chassis with all the driveline pieces in it, mount the engine block, and then he's going to take it over from there. We've got plasma table and press brake and all the basic stuff to sort of do the basic fabrication things that we need to do for day-to-day use. It's, like I said, it's more of a hobby for us, just to kind of keep a little bit of a feel of the whole project. This is the shop where we keep all the pulling stuff, like for our team and for the Galot team. It kind of keeps all of our pieces back here away from the rest of the business. We kind of come back here and hang out at night and weekends and work on all our stuff. The light super stock here is just about ready to come apart. We got to do some work to it this winter, but we really don't want to get too many things apart because we got this one completely tore apart. This is John Strickland's tractor here.
A defining part of Johnny's story, and the Payne family as a whole, is the comeback from a horrific accident that changed everything.
A few years ago, Johnny was in an accident here at the shop, and this tractor was in the trailer, and he was untying it, and a ratchet strap broke. Drug him out of the trailer underneath the tractor. There's about 4 inches or so of clearance between the bottom of the skis and the ground when it's sitting on the tires, and there's 4,500 pounds or so of weight on that front axle. When I found him underneath the tractor, I came inside with a forklift and I picked up the tractor and so we could drag him out underneath of it. Johnny was all but dead. He had no blood pressure. He was barely breathing. Luckily, I had several guys here at that time. They were all here to help. And we got him out of there, pulled him out, got the tractor out of the way. And for some reason, like, everything clicked to get him away, because we have a local fire department that had extra people there. The helicopter was in the area, and they got him out of here, and they had to keep him at the airfield a little bit where the helicopter's at to stabilize him to make him good enough to fly. So then we got into the hospital and spent a month in ICU. Made just progress every single day. And I don't know how he did it. He was, like I said, he was crushed.
I don't remember anything from when I got in the trailer to unload tractors till I was like 2 days into the hospital. So it was quite a while before I remember anything.
Johnny and I had to spend a lot of time together, going to a lot of therapy appointments, a lot of doctor's appointments, getting his body working again. There was a lot of determination. There was tears too from all of us, worrying that he would never be the same person again.
And I'm going to say that he's probably 90%. His determination was probably most of it. It was like, I don't want to be in here anymore.
Johnny definitely has determination. If you could have seen Johnny 2 years ago from today, he had an arm that didn't work, a hand that didn't work.
The doctors told me I couldn't get in a pulling tractor. Even though they didn't know what it was, they thought it'd be too rough. So I had to wait a year, and which is fine. It all worked out.
I remember we went from UC to Children's Hospital. She's like, okay, we're going to take you in the wheelchair out to the front door, and we're going to try to get you in the car. You're not going anywhere. We're just going to make sure you can get out of the wheelchair and you can get yourself in the car. He stood his up and he got in the fucking car. And he's like, I want to go home now. And it was like that from then on. He just said, I'm doing it, and didn't care, and went on. And we had to slow him down, of course, but he just did it.
My dad was a fan of tractor pulling. He'd been coming to Bowling Green here since, golly, that started. And so I had been coming when I was little, and he took us to pedal pulls and antique tractor pulls and things like that, and we started super stock pulling in the late 90s.
Johnny wanting to get involved, I don't think that there was ever a question of that. Our kids grew up going to tractor pulls. I mean, we lugged them around with us, because if the kids and I didn't go to a tractor pull, then we wouldn't see Brent, because he lived and breathed tractor pulling from the day we met. When my husband and I started dating, he told me that he was going to be a professional tractor puller when he grew up. So he's filling out his lifelong dream of that.
My wife would carry him around in the back of the Gator in the car seats all together and follow us around at the pools.
Every place that I went, I always knew there was a pedal pull sled, so I always wanted to go over there and pedal pull, and my grandpa like pushed it a little bit, and he wanted us to go antique pulling and stuff like that, so it kind of developed into where we wanted to go pulling. So and then Dad was like, okay, they're showing more interest in it, so let's go pulling.
We run a vehicle in the light modified class and the modified class called Limitless. It's a Boer chassis from the Netherlands, and we run Brad Anderson Hemis from Brian Knox. The vehicle Limitless came out of friendship with the Boer family in the Netherlands. As you see on the shirt here, we've got a partnership with those guys. So Screamin' Bobcat is their team, Limitless GMS is our team, and Project International is kind of how we group it together.
I'm Bart van der Sluis from the Netherlands, so a long way from home over here. It's a nice pool, it's fun over here, and we love to come over and always a good time.
Boys and I had went to visit a pool in Mata, Netherlands, 2 years ago. We started talking about the parts, and they said, hey, why don't we just trade tractors? And why would we want to do that? Well, we want to try a super stock, and you want to try a modified, so why don't we just trade and we work with each other on that? So the idea grew from there, and from Mata to Bowling Green, we had a plan put together, and then the next spring we had a tractor, and they had a tractor. So the team name for our vehicle is GMS, based on our business. We utilize the vehicle for advertising as a connection between some of our competitors and our customers as well. And we call the vehicle Limitless because of a book I read that describes, how you apply yourself to the world, right? And thinking exponentially rather than short term. We've always strived to let constraints of somebody else hold us back. You tell me it's not possible, we're going to prove you wrong or do the best we can to try it. Fans in BG are here for a good time. They are here to watch competition. They're here to drink beer and party, and it's sort of their last hurrah before everybody goes back to school or back to winter work or whatever.
BG is just what everybody looks forward to coming for all year. We have more time to set up camp. It's more time to get comfortable and get to know people better, get to go hang out at other people's haulers, get to go on the sidelines and watch more people pull.
When my dad backs me into the sled, that's it. I don't feel anything, or I don't look at the motors or anything, I just look down the track.
Johnny advanced to the pull-off in the highly competitive light modified class, but one engine didn't survive the battle.
had a partnership for the last 12 or 13 years with Galot Motorsports. We basically run their team for them. So from that point on, we've not really had to have our own tractor. We've just maintained those tractors at our place, and we keep them there. We drive them, we brake them, we pull them, and engineer with them, and it's been a good program. The new light super stock that Galot's running now, we built that tractor. We were starting to build it for ourselves as a project to sell, and Galot purchased it. The alcohol to us was something that we could control a little bit better than the diesel, because the diesel systems you have to buy from a specific shop. You can't work on those components yourself typically. And so the alcohol fuel systems I could manipulate and learn how they work and make changes. It takes some engineering, some MacGyver skills. There's no prescription or no book that says here's how you do it.
Yesterday. No, I told Bertus, I said I would have been the same place with a heavy tractor too.
Well, it was a little drier and the sled wouldn't sink in, but you know what? It's floating so much,
right?
You can take off in this soft stuff.
Well, and you can't with 6,200 pounds, you can't with 8, you know, and that's where I screwed up too. But hey, we do it as a team. We lose as a team, we win as a team, right?
Well,
good luck today. No,
that's right,
Bill, do not. Again, everybody wants to win. We want to win together, right?
So we burned a piston in the opposite motor we did last night. So we'll go home and refreshen them and hopefully be better for 2 weeks in the next pool. We leaned them out quite a bit last night, so we took some fuel away from them. That motor was hurt from last night, so it hurt that one today.
The thing is, we didn't have time to fix two. We had time to fix one. It was 2 in the morning before we got done. Had a great crew here had like 20 people from the Netherlands here helping us out. They all dug in and we all got it done. So, hey, we made it to the end of the track, and it's made a really nice run today. We was real happy with that. So we'll go home and freshen it up and come back in a couple weeks for Canton, Ohio. So a lot of times we're our own worst enemy, trying new things, trying to push a little further to make more power. You can go down the road with something pretty basic, or you can have the fanciest thing on the planet with all the bells and whistles. That kind of deters people when you come and look, oh man, I got $1 million rig coming in here, and how do I compete with that? Well, you outsmart them. That's how you do it.
They're all drifting to the right, or the left, sorry,
Yeah,
left.
We're red's at right now. How far is that off from where
About right there.
Okay, we'll see where he goes.
Okay.
If he goes this way, we'll go a little bit more left. Okay?
Left? Okay.
Over to the right.
But they are more prepared than probably 95% of the pullers here. And I'm not taking away anything from any of the other teams, because anybody that can get to BG has put in effort, because it just takes a lot to pull in that front gate. In their heart of hearts, I think they know that they're prepared, but they want to be even more prepared.
Our rule is if you don't help out, you don't drive.
Because, there's lots more failures than our successes.
After a monumental overnight effort to get Johnny back on track for his second hook, the other engine ended up hurt, taking the modified class off the table and ending his weekend. Brent finished 6th in both hooks of the light superstock class aboard Galot. The season ultimately culminated in a second-place finish for Johnny in the Grand National Standings, powered by 9 top 5 finishes and a runner-up result at the Enderley Pull-Off to cap the year. Behind the Hook, Season 4, now streaming on the Pulltown YouTube channel.